Hey guys, Doran here, CEO of Culture Matters, and I am with the one and only master of planet Earth, soon to be Mars in 2030,
Work
Bill
mode.
Mervin, uh, Annie Mac, home mortgage connoisseur of closing the deal to help people live in the homes they're going to live in until 150.
150.
How was that for an opener?
That was a good
How's it
opener.
going?
It's getting better as we go.
Yeah, it's getting more entertaining. So we're talking about follow up, not the F word.
Not the F
Because
word.
it's not a negative thing.
Yep.
It's a positive thing. So give me the lowdown. The first thing that pops in your head when you hear the word follow, is it positive or negative?
For me, it's positive.
Okay, so
Personally.
you said for me it's positive.
Yeah.
So for the general public,
Probably
why
not.
do you think it's the latter?
It takes a lot of work, and people don't like the work. That's my guess.
Interesting. Yeah, so screw everybody. See you guys in the next one. So it's negative because, okay, you said people don't want to work. And what you mean by that is, what do you think stops people from picking up the phone or sending the email? Because right away, our natural inclination is to say, they must be lazy, or they must not be as hardworking as me, or they must be this. But what do you think it really
I guess I get what you're
is?
saying. I think. I guess I imagine it's most people don't care for rejection. Or the fact that they're afraid that, the results, or afraid of getting rejected, or are just not getting the results that they're looking for. That's my guess.
I can relate with that. So personally, I can't even count the amount in the past of great opportunities that could have came from me showing up somewhere that I knew I should have logically, but I was afraid to. So fear makes us do pretty stupid things. Pretty stupid things that we could easily label as, they just may not want to do this, or they just don't want to do that. But like, have you ever looked forward to going to a bar? I mean, you're married, we're happy, we're good. Let's say going to a bar, and you're in your 20s, you want to get a date, and oh boy, I'm looking forward to all of the women they're gonna tell me to go away tonight.
No.
So fear makes us do pretty stupid things, like go to a bar and not talk to anybody. Right?
Yeah. Fear.
We go there with our friends, and we're all standing there in the corner with our beers in our hands. We go to the place, the public, to talk, to conversate, and we just sit there.
Yeah.
So what does this have to do with follow-up? Everything.
Yeah. I agree.
Some of the ways that you guys are following up to produce, for your clients, for the relationships that you have with real estate agents, to have that 99.5% transaction closing ratio that you guys have. How are you doing it?
First of all, systems. Systems is number one. We've implemented some systems this year. We're using this site Trello, which I won't get into all of it, but it's got these series of cards, and it's very. We've cut our email almost in half, because it creates a card. Whenever we get a lead, we create a card. We put all the different team members on that card who might be impacted with that client. It creates notes right in the system. So number one is just having a great system, all right? Because if your system is sticky pads, sticky notes on your desk, or something like that, it's not going to be a great system. Things are going to inevitably fall through the cracks if you're doing enough business, of course. So that's number one, is have a great system. And I'd say that system's not only, like in this place, the technology, but then also the system is, so for example, we're calling pre-quals on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we're calling loans that are in the pipeline, and then on Wednesday we're making certain types of phone calls. So it's not just the system of how you're tracking the stuff, but then the system of doing the same things at the same times consistently on a consistent basis. So that's another way. And then additionally, I'd say teamwork. So to really do the job properly, sometimes it requires, I can't be available morning, noon, and night. So I got a different team member that might make dials in the evening, or so things like that. So I think it's just, having great systems, seeing what's working, testing it, improving upon it, repetition. Those are some of the things, I guess, at least.
So you talked about having, obviously, upgraded technology. And it makes me think of, the technology there, it doesn't replace us, it just enables us.
Sure.
So I can speak from experience. loving into people on the phone, like being authentic, having a great connection, and then doing that 100 times a day, and then at the end of the day, if you don't have a good system in place, which I haven't in the past, oh no, when am I calling her or him? And that relationship is gone now because you may never. And then they're thinking, well, why didn't that person call? So I can definitely relate to that personally, that if I had better systems in place. So I guess it's that teamwork and the systems together. Is that really what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, yeah, exactly right. You can't, you can have the great systems, but it doesn't replace the action, right? So the system will allow you to do the right actions at the right time, but then if you don't take the action, of course, and sometimes due to all of the responsibilities that we have, that action can't be executed by one team member. And so then that's where the teamwork aspect of it comes into play. So, I mean, I cannot tell you how many times, we'll say, I'll call you in 3 months. We're going to do this to fix your credit. I'll call you in 3 months, or I need to wait until this one certain circumstance that prevents us from being qualified today. And you pick up the phone and you call on that day or the beginning of August when you said you'd call, and they say, how'd you remember to call me? Or, I've talked to multiple other people. Wow. They said they call me and they don't. It's the simplest of things, and yet at the end of the day, people don't do it.
So you've actually been able to deliver on that because of the systems in place and the teamwork.
And had massive results from it, yeah.
Really, what are some of the results that you got from it?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, when you do that the fact is it's so not executed on that at the end of the day, that person, there's a when you're dealing with a mortgage and you're dealing with something that's as detail oriented as this, and you demonstrate that integrity and that that amount of follow up and attention to detail, really at the end of the day, then you should have that client should be yours for that transaction and for life, because they trust that you're going to follow through. It seems almost silly, but the fact of the matter is, it's simple, and it's one of the easiest things to do. But it's like we talked about the other stuff about just pick up the phone and communicate. It's also simple, but people aren't doing it. So
culture matters.
Culture matters. Yeah.
So biggest takeaway for anyone that is, this is really relatable to any business.
Yeah.
Whether you're
100%.
in real estate, insurance, you want to have a better relationship with your kids, you got to follow up with them. Yeah. Like my mom, she should follow me more. She calls me, I don't answer, and then she waits for months for me to call her back.
She's got a better system.
She needs a better system because I'm selfish a lot of the time. I used to be honest with you. I'll work on that. Yeah, but real talk.
Yep.
It's all about systems and culture when they marry each other, right? Beliefs and actions. You get great positive results. Yep. But you gotta have both.
Gotta have them both.
So, hey guys, this is Jay Doran, CEO of Culture Matters. Bill Mervin, Master of the Universe. Andy Mac, Home Mortgage. Follow up with your people, and we'll follow up with you. Peace.
Peace.